This is BaseDaKID, the hardcore casual, in association with the Undefeated podcast, proudly sponsored by Disturbing Sports London. I'm here in Brixton at Afferby Boxing Gym, and I am with Isaac Chamberlain, who we probably will call the People's Champion. Cruiserweight contender. Isaac, man, how's things been?
Yeah, everything's good, man. Just blessed, working hard, training for this fight. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
So, talk to me a bit about Afferby Boxing Gym and just like the sense of pride almost you feel every time you get to come back and just see, you know, all of the old trainers, the old people you used to spar with, just the old training partners. Like, how do you feel every time you sort of step back in there and like, yeah, this is where it all started for me?
Feels good, man. Feels good. It's a blessing, especially helping the kids. You know, sometimes they're doing kids classes and stuff here, helping them out. They're seeing me. They're like, oh my days, Isaac, whatever. And it's good to like them to see that, you know what, if you work hard, you can, you know, do something with your life. And I feel like it's a blessing. I think when you get to a level of success, you need to serve others. I think that's a very, very important thing.
I hear that and I respect that. So if we just sort of go to this fight, because me and you spoke back in April, I believe it was when the last press conference happened, and you was gearing up, ready to go, then it just got taken away sort of last minute. How did you manage to stay motivated to even thinking whether the fight was going to happen again or not? Like, what was going through your mind from that time?
Obviously, I had to stay very professional and just take everything one day at a time. Because if you start thinking too far, you start getting anxious. You start thinking too much into the past, you start getting depressed. So I just had to just take everything calmly, you know, take everything one day at a time. All right, this happened. You can't control, sometimes you can't control what happened. What happened, but you can always control how you react and your attitude towards it. And that's just what I did. I just thought, all right, let me control what I can control. And the timing will come. The sun rises every day. Like, it will come. You know what I mean? So, I was here. So, yeah, man.
I hear that. Speaking of which, now I remember after the Bournemouth event, I remember you had said, look, I'd kind of been training since. I've probably peaked, I've burnt myself out a little bit, because obviously you was expecting a different fight there and they kind of put you on that one. How much has rest and recuperation been a part of your process leading into this fight?
Oh, it's been very, I basically took like a month away from the gym. I had to literally let my body rest because I was training like a dog for this guy, bro. And then obviously he had a little toothache, bullshit, bro. Well, you know, bro, it's mad. But, you know, now all I can think about is, you know, making sure I'm not really thinking about Loire. I'm thinking about making sure I'm on time to the gym, making my small wins every day. Like, even like starting with, all right, make sure I make my bed in the morning, boom, all right. I do my training at 5:30, boom, all right. Done my S&C, all right, done my run, okay. Come to the gym, make sure I do this to the best of my ability, put my effort in. And, you know, especially learning all the time, learning what he might come with, what rhythm he might come with, what punches he might come with, and all of these things, just making sure I repeat it daily. Do you know what I mean? So that's what's gonna separate me from him. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not really thinking about what he's doing.
One thing, funny enough, right now, I can agree that it's probably best to think about yourself, but at the press conference, the second one, he made a comment that basically like Ben Shalom sees you as the A side and he's the B side, and that everyone's trying to take the title away from him. Where do you think that mentality is coming from him when he's been sort of their guy for the most time?
Honestly, fam, I have no idea, but I think that's just a way for him to get riled up for them. Oh, they're trying to take everything. I gotta work hard. They're trying to do it. Bro, he's in his own little lost world, bro. I don't know what he's on, bro. Honestly, like, man, like, when I heard, I was so confused. Like, when he, you know, even at the face-to-face thing we done after, you know, he was saying, you know, everyone's against me, and he was like, you know, and I was like, so what are you doing here? He goes, I don't know. I said, what the heck, what are you talking about? He goes, you know, everyone's against me, but obviously, whatever, innit? That's when I thought, you know what, you're a bit mad, you know, I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is, man.
So, do you almost feel a little bit like even though like this is a big moment for you, it's a big platform, but almost a bit like, okay, this is kind of a step down. Like I've been in there with legit world and former world champions. My only 2 losses are to people that held a belt, and one is currently holding it, and in none of those did I look out of place. Like a couple small adjustments, I would have won those fights. And now I'm coming down to essentially your level to take your belt. Like, do you ever look at it that way, or is it just like, no, you're not, I'm still on my building back to that world title?
No, I never look at it like that, because he's reached where he's reached to for a reason. He's a very dangerous puncher. Do you know what I mean? He's a dangerous fighter, and it's his time. He's basically thinking it's his time, so he's gonna try his best and prepare his best. You're probably gonna see a different the world that you've seen before. So, because he knows there's a lot on this. So I have to realize that I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's a step down. I'm just gonna I'm not gonna get caught slipping. Like, they're not gonna catch me slipping. Do you know what I mean? So I have to be on point, and I have to take this as serious as I take all my other fights.
One thing that I remember saying to you in the previous one, like one of the comments for you, I think, was that sometimes you take a little time to get going, like you like to find your rhythm. But do you think he's actually going to allow you that time? And in this particular fight, are you actually still looking to press from the first moment, or do you want to see what he's got and try and wear him down a bit first?
No, he's not about it, man. He's not about that coming straight for. He's not about it. I see the way he boxes. He comes out, tries to be slow a bit. He knows he has power, so he's just gonna try and wait for that. He doesn't even try and set up that big punch where he just tries whatever. There's no setup behind his work. So I know what I have to do to disengage all of that. Do you know what I mean? So all I have to do is like, and even like, how can I say it? I've seen him hurt guys, and when he's hurt guys, he doesn't really know how to finish. He doesn't know how to really put the pressure on and set up and go. No, he doesn't know how to do that. So I win this fight if I have to be very smart. If I'm smart in the way I am, I win this fight. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to get drawn in, you know. But the maddest thing is, even if I do get drawn in, and I'm like, all right, let's get it cracking, he can't handle that. I know he can't handle that. Like, there's certain things that he does, he can't handle that. He just has a big punch. I don't even think he's stronger, like with his core and the clinch on the inside. He's not strong like that. So I know it's gonna be a very entertaining fight, and whatever he comes with, we'll see.
All right, last one from me. Like, what will it mean for you, your career, your sacrifice, everything, to come out with the victory on 21st of October? And what can you envision like doing, like the moment after your hands raised as the new?
Honestly, it will do a lot. It will do a lot. You know, I'll be very happy, man. And I'll just say thank you, God. Honestly, without God, you're nothing. So I'll just give my whole thanks to God, you know, because he even put me in this position. I could have been doing something else, could have went down the wrong road, could have done anything. But God has blessed me to put me in this position time and time again. And then I'll give him the glory and thanks first of all.
Oh, before I forget, October Red, she sends her love. She did want to come down, but she has some personal commitments to deal with. But she did say you've got her support, and she'll catch you at the fight night.
Till I said thank you, mad love.
BaseDaKID signing out. Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.